And we're going to be doing something slightly different this time. We have a guest commentator. Say hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Yeah, of course you did. Mike is aware of Dark Souls. He's aware of sort of the tropes and whatnot, but he's not much of a player. So I figure he kind of works as
A foil?
I guess a foil. So I am sharing my screen with him in theory. No, that's not working.
That looks great.
Yeah, that looks fantastic. So let's try this out. Share. Oh, this is so good. Yeah, so this is working so great. What if I share my entire screen?
That's what I was just about to suggest. I'm guessing that OBS has that window blocked somehow, but sharing the screen should be fine.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Discord's not letting me pick share while I have the like it's just not letting me pick it. So let's stop sharing my screen. We should have gotten this out of the way before we started to stream.
Yeah,
But,
probably.
share screen. Why are you telling me I can't share my... Oh. Okay. There we go. How's that?
Kinda awful, but
Awful how?
awful resolution and awful frame rate.
It's 30 FPS, I think, and 720p. I think that's what Discord told me.
It is neither of these things.
Okay, let me double check. Change windows. Says 720/30.
Okay, that's what it's trying to do. But then when it actually goes to do it, that's not happening. This is like 480p YouTube shit.
Well,
it seems to have stabilized, so
okay.
maybe it's fine.
I did reduce the quality of the stream back down to 720 so that I could free up some bandwidth for screen sharing. I mean, like, you don't really need to see all the nitty-gritty details. You're just here to, you know, make fun of me and ask questions about what the hell I'm doing. I mean, I guess you kind of need to be able to see what I'm doing to ask what I'm doing.
A little bit.
So, during last stream, I was in the process of going through the Demon Ruins and making my way to Lost Izalith, and then I stopped. And the reason for that was I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get the Chaos Fire Ember. I'm gonna get my axe upgraded. So I needed to go to the catacombs and go to the giant blacksmith, or sorry, not the skeleton blacksmith, so that I could use the Chaos Fire axe against the Demon Fire Sage. But I have since realized that Demon Fire Sage is hilariously, despite his name, has basically nothing to do with fire. He's neither weak nor strong against it, and he actually doesn't have any fire attacks. All of his attacks are 100% physical.
So why is he what?
Why is he the Fire Sage? Good question. I think the better question actually is why does he exist? Because he really does not need to. He's a really lame mini-boss on the way to the Centipede Demon, which is actually an important boss. And he's the second reskin of the very first boss in the game. The very first boss being the Asylum Demon, and then the first reskin being the Spare Demon. Both of them in the Northern Undead Asylum. I definitely thought...
Just the same fight?
It's literally the same fight. He has the same attacks. He has, I think, better health and defense, and maybe does more damage now. Like, the numbers are tuned. That's about it.
Bigger numbers, but still butt stomps.
Bigger numbers, but still butt stomps. So here's the Demon Fire Sage. So he's going to do his leaping attack, to cover
Ooh,
the
and he's on
distance.
fire.
Yeah, he's on fire. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So what you want to do is you really want to get. Oop. Yep, this is going poorly already. Wow. So you really want to get like right up in his gut, and he does butt stomps. Oh man, what are you doing, dude? Typically, if you're right up in his gut. Wow, did you see his foot flapping?
Yeah, I did.
Yeesh. Yeah, so you want him to butt stomp because it is by far the most exploitable attack he has. You just back up, wait for him to butt stomp, and hit him, and then he does it again.
I always thought the strategy for these guys was hug their ass, hug them really hard with axes, continue hugging ass.
Nope, this is the strategy. As you can see, he died very quickly.
Actually, did not see that because like it's intermittently just freezing for like
That's
5-10 seconds at a time.
That's not good.
Not good at all.
I mean, I guess you got two choices. You can either watch the screen share, or you can watch the stream, but both of them have their problems, obviously. So down this way is the way to the centipede demon. Literally, there's absolutely nothing separating the demon fire sage from the centipede demon. There's literally a bonfire between them. So it really raises the question of why the fire sage exists. But before I go fight the centipede demon, and I very carefully avoided the word kill because I'm probably going to die at least once.
That's the spirit.
But before I go fight him, I am going to open the shortcut back to the Daughter of Chaos bonfire. Not because it's useful, but because, I don't know, that's the kind of person I am.
Isn't that path down there past that bonfire that you didn't go down yet? Isn't that where you get like the sun hat or some bullshit?
No, actually, that was right before the Demon Fire Sage. If you go to the right, there is a door that will only open if you join the Chaos Servants Covenant and give them 30 humanity. And it's through there that you get the sunlight. I believe it's called the Sunlight Maggot Crown.
I see. I also remember some weird trigger with Solaire's quest down there. Like if you step like 2 feet into the area, not actually triggering the area, transition thing, but you need to step a little bit in, and that's the trigger for fucking up his quest or continuing it or something.
Yeah, for fucking it up. So in order to finish Solaire's quest and get the good ending, which is him going to the Sunlight Altar in Undeadburg, or I guess it's technically in the church. I'm blanking on the name of the church.
The Church of the Sun.
No, it's actually the church right after the Undeadburg. Hi.
Church of the Sun.
Sure, Church of the Sun.
The grossly incandescent church.
Yeah, in order to actually complete Solaire's quest, you need to join the Chaos Covenant, Chaos Servant Covenant, and open that door from this side, so that you can kill the Sunlight Maggot before you enter that area. Because if you enter that area, which
otherwise he picks up the hat.
Otherwise he picks up the hat.
My goal. Time to go hollow.
Right. So we're gonna fight the centipede demon and die horribly.
And you have frozen completely for me.
That's good. So this is
including
kind of
your audio.
Oh, great. Well, hopefully everyone else can still hear me, and hopefully everyone else can still hear you. This is kind of a neat cutscene because it points out the fact that he was just chilling on the wall the whole time. And in fact, as you're making your way down here, you can see him. Mike, can you hear me yet? Dad. Can you hear me now? Hey, we seem to have lost Mike for a little bit. Oh. So as you saw, I died to lava. That is quite obviously not what I wanted. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to equip some fire resistance gear so that I can take a few more hits from lava. And I am a little overweight. Am I good now? Nope, that's a medium roll. You don't want to see that. You never want to see that. Kind of an issue. Do I have a lighter shield? So my limit's 15.3. Do I have a lighter shield? What the grass is doing. I guess I'm going shieldless. This ought to be interesting. Actually, it's probably a better idea to just take off one of these pieces of fire resist gear, because I don't really need all of them. But, so we'll see what happens. That was, not intended. I definitely didn't want to do a jump. So we are going to re-equip our shield. And I'm going to take off my hood. Alright. Now I'm good. Because we really don't want to be without a shield. I also would really like to lock on, but it's really far away. And I'm going to get hit again. Cool! So that went incredibly poorly, as you can see. To make this a little bit easier, I am going to kindle this bonfire, so I have 10 Estus flasks, just so I don't have to ration mine quite so hard. We are having some trouble getting connected to Mike again. Just a minute. I'm going to see if I can try to get this reconnected. Difficulties. Well, the show must go on. So as before, I'm just gonna leave my hood off and my shield on. I think it's a little bit more important to have a shield than all 4 pieces of the set. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see which of these has the... This is 24 fire resistance, this is 22, this is 50. Okay, so yeah, it is definitely the hood that I want to remove. So here's a... I can actually summon Solaire here. It's kind of adorable. Interestingly, he does take very little damage from lava. I guess he has his own orange charred ring, which is the ring that this boss will drop, allowing me to get to the next area by walking through lava. So right there, that's how you want to do it. You want to roll through the lava, take as little damage as possible. Now, I'm going to resist the temptation to try to lock on, because this guy can attack me from much further than lock on distance. Jump. And lock onto the middle of his torso where I can't actually hit him. That hurt. Get up. Not seeing much in the way of openings. Not gonna lie, I never really learned how to kill this guy effectively. That was pretty brutal. I hit him. Progress. I'm actually gonna try fire on this guy. He's immune. Cool. So that's good to know. So can't use pyromancy. He's just gonna keep jumping. Stay okay with me. He's calm. He angry. Yeah, I don't really know this guy's attacks very well. He's jumping. That was interesting. No attack. Seems to be moving faster now that he's damaged. Yeah, he's seems pretty angry. Let's not walk back into lava. Pretty far. Oop. Shit. Get up. I missed. Whoa, so did he. Missed again. I'm gonna heal. Probably gonna get hit. Okay, I didn't get hit. And he's dead. I suck at this game, but that's fine. Because he's dead. That was really bad. That was pretty messy. Put the symbol of Avarice just to get some more souls, and then we're gonna go back to our regular equipment. So as you may have noticed, we got the orange charred ring, which allows us to walk through lava. It's fantastic. We still take damage, it's just not very much. And you might think the big old door is the way you want to go, but it's not. You have to go through this cave. And then we need to keep the orange charred ring equipped for a while, because there's a lot of lava. Oh look, it's still there.
After all this searching.
Can't find it. Can't find his sunlight. It's a shame. So it's a good thing I kindled the bonfire back there, because I did use 6 Estus flasks. I guess technically I didn't need to use the last one, but I'm just gonna use the humanity I have to kindle this one and get up to 10 Estus. And away we go. So that's 2 bosses down in 1 stream in half an hour. So I do have a bow. Do I have enough arrows? Cool. So there's 2 ways to go about this room. You can either do it the right way and kind of try and kill these guys, or you can just say fuck that. I'm like a madman, because honestly, this is the worst enemy in the game. gonna die. There's a lot of lava here. Oh jeez, that was close. That was really close. So normally what I do is I run up here and I pull out my trusty bow and I aggro these T-Rex butts, and then they sort of kill each other. That seems like a really bad idea, considering one, I can't really shoot a bow very competently, and two, I only have 16 arrows. Jump down here. Is I can, well, I guess I'm doing it. Cool. So, hidden bonfire right here. So that's cool. So much lava. So yeah, those are the bounding demons of Izalith. I killed exactly 0 of them and interacted with exactly 1 of them. You really don't want to be in this lava field any longer than you have to. But now it's time to go kill the worst boss in the game. Widely regarded the worst boss in any Souls game. And I am inclined to agree. That's just a statue, not an enemy. That's an enemy. That's an enemy. That's fine. These guys are really slow, and they take about 3 seconds to fire breath. You can literally just run past them. Kind of hilarious. Then there's this weirdo. The weirdo's got a 10% chance to drop a Titanite chunk, so I equipped my covetous gold serpent ring. If I had thought slightly faster, I would have also eaten a soft humanity. Okay, so here's an interesting thing. I get to fight the Witch of Izalith. But since I'm a human, since I have reversed my hollowing, I'm also about to get invaded by Knight Kirk. Like that. Cool! I died. I nearly killed him. He had more poison than me. I love how I'm immune to damage, but he can actually still hit me with bleed effects while I'm in the process of dying. On the bright side, the Witch of Izalith is dead. And in fact, if I don't feel like fighting him again, and honestly I don't need to reverse my hollowing again. So, I'm just not gonna. What's that sound? So not. I was literally right outside the boss fog gate, but there's a little bit of item gathering I need to do before I can go into the boss. Namely, I need to get the red Titanite slab so that I can eventually upgrade my Chaos Fire Axe to +5. And also, I need to kill a bunch of those Chaos Eaters so that I can get some red Titanite chunks for the same reason. In doing so, I'm going to show you probably like the 3rd out of 3 area in the game where there is a substance that slows your moves. This is gonna suck. Yeah. And I'm actually going to equip the ring that counters it. Look at that. It's not too great. And I didn't get it. No chunk for me. That's fine. There's gonna be a buttload of those dudes down below. So let's grab my see, right outside the fog gate. Yes, there's a bunch of these Chaos Eaters. I have 350% item discovery, which I think means I have a 35% chance of getting a chunk from these guys. Could be wrong. Hey, look, chunk. So I need, I want to say 7, because my weapon is already +1. Not a mimic. I forgot. Chaos Fire Whip. It's a cool pyromancy, but I don't think it's very good. As a pyromancy, it's just worlds better than even the best sorcery. That's not true. Blooming Crystal Soul Mass is pretty incredible. Yeah, I get to kill a bunch of these dudes. Riveting, am I right? Beware of tough enemy. Titan 18. It's not tough. Also, I don't really care. I don't want to go that way. I could open the shortcut, but honestly, meh. For some reason, the way to avoid that trap is following the bait. I feel like they should have put the shiny thing right in the middle. I am actually gonna hop down here, even though I have no freaking clue how to get back up. So here's the part where I get to lob fire orbs blindly. Can't lock on. Are they immune to fire? Would suck. I don't think I can lob far enough. So I'm going to not go down there. I'm gonna get poisoned. That's okay. I am gonna equip the rusted iron ring, which allows me to walk normally in here. I just really did not want to enter that room from that direction. He's just gonna fall in the hole. Are they all just gonna fall in the hole? Okay, he made it over. Now I get to find out if they're immune to fire, because I actually didn't. Oh, got some reach. They're not immune to fire. No. And you did. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the serpent ring equipped. I need the rusted iron ring so as to be mobile. This is part of the Sigmire questline, going down here. You're supposed to hop down with him and then fight together. Whatever. Alright, so I got 2 chunks. I need 7 total. So, probably gonna have to do some farming. And the slab's somewhere down here. I can never remember where. I think it's in here. This looks right. This looks like a trap, don't it? But it's not. It's not a mimic. It's just the slab. Yeah! Got the slab. Return the slab. Now I need to figure out how to get back up. Alternatively, I could just bone home. A good idea. I do need the ring again. So I am going to actually fight Knight Kirk again. Not because I want to fight him, but because I want to kindle this bonfire. Oh, actually, I just remembered. I have the right of kindling, so I can kindle 3 times. So I'm gonna do that. Not because I need the Estus, just because... Why not? as you kindle the bonfire, the fire actually gets bigger and bigger. And there was a time where I could tell how kindled a bonfire is just by looking at it, but I do not have that ability anymore. So since that bonfire is fully kindled, I get 20 Estus flasks, which is, quite frankly, a ridiculous amount of Estus. If you are finding that you need 20 flasks, you need to get good. So once we kill Nightkirk, or die to Nightkirk, you know, one or the other. I'm only gonna try once, because if I die, I'm just not gonna reverse my hollowing. I'll just go into the boss. These guys are so good. Everything else in this area takes 3 hits. I'm gonna have to farm those guys a little bit. Probably better to do that now. I can just not rest at the bonfire after the boss and just... Alright, Dark Spirit Nightkirk is invaded. Whatever. See ya. So yeah, this is the worst boss in the entire Soulsborne series. There's this stupid sliding nonsense. And then, ooh, Bed of Chaos. It's scary, real scary. Phantom Clerk return. Of course it did. So there's 3 phases of this boss. Number 1, you need to get over to this red orb over here, and you need to break a thing inside. Then number 2, you need to get to the other side and do the same thing. And then you need to get right into the heart of the boss and hit a little bug underneath it. So here's the funny part. Progress that you make in this boss is saved, and moving through the arena is really annoying. So all you gotta do is save, quit, and then you're right outside the fog again, but that thing I hit is still hit. So yeah, I've completed 1/3 of the boss. It was the easiest 1/3. I don't think it even swung at me a single time, but yeah, I finished 1/3 of the boss. This whole side is dark. So now that I broke one part of it, it's gonna knock a bunch of chunks out of the floor or whatever. Who cares? So that chunk's gone. Who needs it? We'll just keep going. Just keep going out on the outside of the arena. Now, at this point, you're supposed to make this jump right here. Fuck that. I'm literally just gonna equip a bow and shoot at part of him that I need to shoot at. Yeah, I don't care if I'm unable to wield it effectively. I can wield it.
Hey, so here's a funny thing. I can hear you again.
Well, that's odd. Welcome back, Mike.
What's up?
I didn't do a damn thing. And all of a sudden you're back.
Ready for Discord.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm guessing Discord was having problems. So as you can see, Bed of Chaos is very angry at me, but I'm just gonna keep shooting at these roots.
That's what you get for not making it.
What?
You didn't make the bed.
Ah,
So it's angry.
wow, that was a really bad joke. So yeah, you just hit it with an arrow from a distance. And that's 2/3 of the boss done.
That's some high octane gameplay.
Yep, that's so now this is the crappiest part of the boss. So every time you get too close to the boss, it swings at you with its twiggly hands, and also randomly it swings its scythy, wingy arms at you. So what you want to do is you want to chill out here and wait for the scythe attack, that guy, and then you run in. You aggro the twiggy attack, 2 hands, and you run in, and the floor falls out. Wow! Well, that sucked. That sucks in major dicks. I forgot about the eruption attack, which is also completely random.
The obvious solution. Get good.
Yeah. This boss is the worst game. Yeah, the worst game. The worst boss in the entirety of Soulsborne. Demon Souls,
No, you
Dark
were
Souls
right.
1,
It is the
2,
worst
3,
game.
Bloodborne. Out of like 130 something bosses, I want to say 139. Worst boss.
139 bosses across 4 games?
5 games.
5? What's the 5th?
Demon Souls.
Oh, right. Christ, forgot entirely about that one.
Yeah, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and Bloodborne are the Soulsborne series.
What about Neo?
Is that even FromSoft?
No, I forget who the hell made that. But
Yeah,
it's
so
not a
that one
FromSoft
doesn't
game.
count. Is that a similar game?
Ish.
It was sort of on my radar. Like I know it was touted as a fast-paced, like really tight action RPG kind of thing.
Makes sense considering Team Ninja made it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of other things I know Team Ninja for. Metroid Prime?
Another M.
Oh. Ugh.
Yeah.
Retro
done other
Studios
shit,
made
though.
Metroid Prime?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden, Dead or Alive.
So as I said before, all of the progress you make with this boss is saved. So it might not sound like it, but actually getting the floor to fall out is progress. So I'm just gonna go for this right now. Huh! Oh god. I forgot to wait.
See for like 10 seconds before seeing if that was successful or not. Damn it.
So yeah, once you make that stupid jump, you just keep rolling through this shit, and then you kill a bug. That bug is the bed of chaos. That is the Witch of Izalith. That's all that's left of her. I got her Lord Soul, so that's cool. I'm gonna light this bonfire. I don't know if you can warp to this bonfire ever, but I'm not really interested in doing that. But also I don't want to rest here because I want to go back to the last bonfire I was just at because I want to farm these Chaos Eaters a little bit because I need red Titanite chunks and they have a 10% chance of dropping them. Whoa. So I am going to turn on screen sharing again.
This is gonna go well.
And just hope it doesn't break everything. Where's Dark Souls? There it is. Oh no, everyone saw my friends list in Steam. I have the Shard Ring? Yes, I have the Shard Ring on. So when the first time I went down to that gooey area, I put on the Rusted Iron Ring so that I wouldn't have to deal with the slime. This time I am going to leave the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring on so that I get better drop rate. Also, I'm going to eat my last Twin Humanities, which will slightly increase my item discovery, a whopping 15%. I'm going to equip the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring. So now I have 365% drop rate, which I think means I have a 36.5% chance of getting a red chunk from the Chaos Eaters. I don't know.
No idea.
Yeah, I have no clue. I do know that if I were holding 10 Soft Humanity right now, I would have 410 item discovery. I think 365 is.
Does the symbol of avarice not buff it?
The what?
Does the symbol of avarice not buff it?
It does not. That only increases the amount of souls you get. I was actually under the impression that the symbol of avarice did increase it. I think in Dark Souls 3 it increases item discovery.
I believe that is accurate because that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. But no, in the first game, it does not. I did try that like immediately after I got the symbol of avarice, which incidentally was completely random. I kind of sort of farmed the mimic and tried to get a drop, but I used the 4 Lloyd's talismans I had and then gave up. And then I killed it and didn't get it. Then I killed a mimic 10 minutes later and got it.
I think something similar happened to me the first time I got it in 3. Random is random.
Trying to find the way down. I can never remember how to get down.
Well, there's that ledge you just ran past.
Yeah, I didn't really want to jump down. You want to come down here? No, he doesn't.
Oh, he's scared. He's looking for a way down too.
He's scared. I hate this area. It's really confusing and annoying. I don't know where this route is going. I'm hoping it's somewhere good.
Looks like fucking nowhere.
Looks like absolutely nowhere.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. Alright. Looks like I'm jumping down. Wow. That guy is,
Where the hell did he come from?
up top. He's tenacious.
Give that man a goddamn raise.
Alright. Oh, there's stairs. Okay. So that's how I get up to that guy. Who is already on his way down to me. Can he even hit me? Probably. Well, now he's dead. Man, why ain't you dropping shit? What's this item? Please be a chunk. Yeah! Hey Mike, you wanna look up how many chunks I need?
For what?
So I have a Chaos Battle Axe +1, and I need to make it a Chaos Battle Axe +5. The +4 to +5 is slab, but I can't remember how many chunks. Oops, did not want to use humanity. Whoops-a-daisy. Oh, I'm on the wrong side, that's cool. I think it might be 6 chunks. 1, 2, 3. But it might be 2, 2, 3.
It's only telling me where to find it, so I don't know.
Where to find what? Red Titanite chunk? You have to go to
Yeah.
like weapon upgrades. Man, these guys are just dicks. Oh right, these guys don't respawn. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's really annoying. Okay, so there's significantly fewer of these guys for me to farm than I thought. So this, I really hope I only need like 6 chunks.
So you're upgrading what to what?
+1 to +5, but the last one is a slab.
What element is that?
Chaos.
This says 8 chunks between fire +5 to chaos +4.
Okay. And I already used 2 chunks getting from fire +5 to chaos 0, and then from chaos 0 to chaos 1. So I need 6. Alrighty.
That is accurate math.
Huzzah. And I have, I think, 3 already? Yeah. Crap.
Halfway there.
Yep. What's really funny about these guys is you can literally just walk past them. You don't even need to run.
Well, they're statues. Of course they're slow.
It's not even the fact that they're slow, it's the fact that they take so long to wind up that by the time they attack, you're gone. So I think I have 4 of these dudes to kill. One over here. And then there's 2 down below where I just was.
The hell's that above you?
What? All this?
Just the underneath of lava bullshit.
Yeah. I can't get advantage right now, but in some places in Lost Izalith, you can actually see the Tomb of the Giants. And when you're in the Tomb of the Giants, you can very much see Lost Izalith. This whole world is super interconnected.
It's also very impossible. Don't you like go up into the sky, but then
There-
you're underground or some weird.
There is very little impossible space. I can't remember what about the world is impossible space, but I think it's literally only one area. But yes, it is actually impossible. There are two. If you look at a full 3D model of the entire game, there are 2 areas that occupy the same space. But as for going up into the sky and then being way underground, I don't think that's accurate.
Might be mixing that up with something else.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the other way around. You go way down underground, and then there's clouds underneath.
So there is the Great Hollow, where you traverse down this massive fucking tree, and then once you get to the bottom of it, you're in a lake with a shitload of really, really, really tall trees, and there's no sign of literally anything but trees. Like, there's no sign of the ground that you entered the tree from. You enter the tree from Blighttown, and there's no sign of Blighttown existing. So yeah, those are the four dudes I get to kill, and then after that it's just
Fun times.
yeah. I only need 2 more chunks. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I don't even I can just to make sure, I can actually upgrade my weapon anywhere. 1 chunk to 2, 2 chunks to 3, 3 chunks to 4, and then a slab to 5. All right. Confirmed. I need 2 more chunks.
Huzzah.
I could have found that out before I started farming. So I already had 3 chunks.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, whoop. So yeah, to get to get from fire plus 5, you have to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and those steps cost 1, 1, 1, 2, 3.
That's weird.
That is weird. Most other ascensions cost 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Like when I
So
upgrade,
you're making this badass chaos weapon, and you're still using your lightning way as the.
so the chaos weapon is literally just for Gwyn.
Oh.
Yeah, Gwyn has a ridiculous amount of lightning resistance. Pretty much no other enemy in the game has decent lightning resistance.
But tons of shit has fire resistance, so chaos.
Tons of shit has fire resistance. Yeah.
I see.
Also, the issue with chaos is that in order to keep it at maximum potency, I need to be holding 10. I need to be holding 10 soft humanity.
That's fine. Just never lose your bloodstain.
Yeah, exactly. That is the hope against Gwyn. I am thoroughly expecting to lose my bloodstain repeatedly. Man, these guys suck. You know what? We're done here.
That's the spirit.
This is taking a really long time, and since I don't actually need the axe until Gwyn, I can literally just farm the Black Knights right before Gwyn, because they have guaranteed drops.
I'm always a fan of that system in the Souls games, where it's just, oh, you're past a certain part of the game, enjoy these 200 slabs.
Yeah.
Or chunks, or whatever the hell the upgrade materials are. I can't keep track of the shit.
Yeah. So what's really annoying is I can't sit at this bonfire anymore because I'm in Dark and Orlando. So if I die, I go back to Lost Izalith. And then I have to teleport here again.
That's an oversight.
Yeah, it's not great.
And what?
What's
It's
up?
dark. Do the bonfire's out because it's dark, or because the firekeeper left?
The bonfire's out because the Firekeeper is dead because she attacked me because it's dark.
Ah, okay. So if you hadn't killed her and you just fucked off, would that bonfire still be up?
That's a good question. I actually don't know. I have a feeling that the answer is the bonfire would still be off. So here's the part where I'm going to die. I hate this guy. It's an absolute dick move to put this guy in a hallway. Ow! I don't know why he didn't take damage. Like, I definitely hit him with that fire orb. Oh, cool, he's walking away. That's neat. I don't know what that gesture was.
And again, we are totally frozen. No video, no audio. Fun times.
Great. So I can still hear you. So it looks like we lost Mike again. I'm really not sure what's up with that. Ow. These boars are heinous. I hate them a lot. Wow, did I seriously? How did I get 2 drops? That is not a guaranteed drop. That is very much random. So you might remember at some point I mentioned the sacrifice ring and the fact that there is a part in the game where you are required to die. We are coming up on that point. So we are entering the Duke's Archive, and I'm expecting. Ow! That arrow hurt. Holy shit! Wow. That was a special kind of suck. These guys have crest shields. I think. Yeah, Duke's Archives. That's where we're at. So I get to call the elevator back down. It's a common. There it is. Wow, the bottom of that thing's really crappy looking. So yeah, we get to go through the first area of the Duke's Archives, and we die, and then we wake up at a new bonfire, which is the only time in the game that happens, and it's really weird. It's shooting at me, dude. Right. Wow. So, I always hated these guys because they are glass cannons. They hit like a truck. They don't have a lot of health. They hit like a fucking truck. Crystal weapons can't be repaired, but they do a lot of damage if you have high int. These guys don't have to care about the fact that you can't repair them because they're NPCs, their weapons don't break. Oh, that was a backstab. This guy's totally optional to kill. I really don't need to. He just drops the item that allows you to get into the DLC area. So I'm gonna kill him anyway. Yeah, that allows you to get to the DLC, but I don't want to do the DLC. There's this guy. I killed him before he teleported. If he teleports away, you have to like fight through even more crystal dudes while he's shooting at you. Namely, I think it's literally only this guy left. Although as soon as I go up, there's gonna be 2 dudes coming down the side stairs. Huh. Really? Oh? Huh. Here is not what I remember. Alrighty then. So we're coming up on that area where you have to kill yourself. So the way that you would avoid having to die is when you... So what you do is while you're up here, you pull the lever and then you immediately get off the elevator. And while the elevator's going down, you roll so that you land on this railing. And then once you're on the railing, what you can do is you can roll off of the railing and land here. And once you're there, you can get to other areas in this library because like there's the there's the whatever stairs, and you can get to places. But as it stands, I can't get anywhere in the Duke's archives except to go up this elevator and go fight Seath and die because he's invincible. First, I have to fight this crystal dude, Crystal Knight, I think. Yeah, there he is. Wow! He died. He's dead. He's dead. Mike's playing Ark. I guess he gave up on us. Oh, come back, Crystal Lizard. He dead. Blue Titanite chunk. Yeah, so before we go on this fog gate, we're gonna equip our Ring of Sacrifice. Rare Ring of Sacrifice. Because we don't have another kind. And what that does is that allows me to keep my souls in humanity, which really isn't valuable, but whatever. I destroyed a statue. You can actually damage Seath if you have a long-range weapon. I don't. Best I got is Pyromancy. Oh hey, I hit him. So yeah, you saw that he took damage, and he just immediately regenerated it. So I'm just gonna stand on these crystals because they hurt. And die. It's actually hilariously easy not to die here. All of his attacks are super easy to avoid. But he is invincible. So once you die here, you wake up in the Duke's Archives prison. Yes, I know the Ring of Sacrifice shattered. Thank you. And then you kill this guy. I think he has 1 health, and he gives you the key. Fastest prison break ever. And there's crystal dudes. Also, they put me in prison with all my equipment, which just seems silly. But what the Ring of Sacrifice does is it prevents me from having to get these 4 humanity again, because if you die in that fight without a Ring of Sacrifice, your bloodstain is actually in that room. Still, this is going very poorly. Yeah, that went really poorly. It's fine because I'm literally 3 inches from a bonfire, so. So in Dark Souls, there are 2 things that'll kill you, like, without fail. Number 1 is being outnumbered, and number 2 is tight spaces. Alternatively, I make the fight mine by evening the odds, and then just murdering everybody. And to be quite honest, I don't even remember what's over here. Is there an item over here? It's locked. No, there's nothing over here. There's no reason we could have done that. It's fine. And then you're gonna play the music, which annoys the dudes. Whatever. Well, I can one-shot him. So this guy is running up to the door for whatever reason. this area all that great. I do know that I need to get to the bottom. I think that's where the key is. And then there's these weird things. They're creepy. And I think that was a grab attack, which is why I dodged. I dodged and sidestepped out of the way. Yeah, they dropped humanity. Neat. So the music causes those guys to like aggro early, and they make their way up the stairs after you. Once you turn off the music, they just sort of chill all the way down at the bottom and just don't do anything. I can hop down here or something. Cool. Punching attack. Archive prison extra key. What is that? Okay. But literally just another key to the same doors, or are there new doors I can open with that? I don't remember. I don't think there's anything I can open with the master key in here, but also there really isn't anything I need here, so whatever. That was fairly unnecessary. Bunch of broken gears and shit. Not really sure why. And then these two are first pets. Here's Big Hat Logan. No one really cares about him. Apparently these guys are a little hardier than the rest. So apparently these are backstabbable. They give Soothing Sunlight and Bountiful Sunlight. It's locked. I don't have the key. Master key doesn't open it. I don't really care about Big Hat Logan. If you continue a storyline, you can get a bunch of really good sorceries, but I don't want those, because I don't have the end. My end's the key. Let's stand that. This area always kind of sucked for me. Looks like I was a scrub and didn't have pyromancy. I could one-shot them. Fuck you on, T. Wow. Critical hit. Yeah, I remember that taking like 10 tries with just those 3 dudes when I was first playing the game. And if I recall correctly, this is the key to the door up top. Yeah. So now I can actually leave this place, which is nice. No one likes this place. Village body. Now I get to make my way all the way up the spiral stairs. So at the very end of this area, once I get out of the Duke's Archives, I will be heading into the Crystal Caverns, where I get to fight Seath the Scaleless for real this time. You know, actually get to fight the fucker, instead of he's invincible and I can't do anything. Because that's so fair. And like I said, there's a bunch of items in this area, but none of them really matter to me. Nothing really interesting going on here. Here's an enemy. He attacks you. Congratulations. So this courtyard looking area is where I'm trying to get to via that balcony over there. And once again, one thing that the designers really love is having an archer shooting at you and you're like, oh, let me go kill that archer. And then, surprise! They had that in the Tomb of the Giants, but I never really interacted with it because I just sort of ran past them. These guys are a little tenacious and annoying for me to just run past. So I actually do kill them. Not gonna kill him. Oh, oh. Yeah, killed him. It's pretty incredible to actually kill that guy. I can just go down to the ground floor, right? Or no. Oh, no. He's dead. He's dead. Yeah, I can go down to the... Oh, but it's not open. Right. I gotta open the shortcut. Oh, there's a lot of these. Whoa. Run. Hallway, I think there's another archer. Yeah. Okay, they're dead. Now I get to run up the spiral staircase again. Fortunately, I don't have to start from the bottom of it, but I get to run up, climb a ladder. We're running. If there's a bunch you want to follow me. No, not following. Big old spiral staircase. Big old ladder. Big old door. Big old pile of dicks. Like this guy. This guy's This is the exact kind of thing you should aspire not to be. Don't you just love how arrows fly through you when you're invincible? Come back, Seb. I wonder if these guys are resistant to lightning. I'm gonna switch to fire and see how it does. This guy, I'm actually gonna use magic. One shot. Neat. I wouldn't call it an accomplishment to kill that guy before he teleports away, but it's certainly a good thing. Okay, this axe sucks. It still kills them, but it does not overkill them. We do want to surge lightning. Incredibly valuable to kill archers. Wow, archers have... There's a dude from one. That's... Ow. I don't even know what hit me. Probably that. That guy's just a dick. That's a glitch. It's a really interesting looking glitch. Pretty neat. Alright, so I can go down to the ground floor, but I don't want to because the door's not open. So I need to go over here. You dead. Shot an arrow. Get it. About to get it. The wrong spot. I want to be up before. I'm right at the entrance. Longbow. I already have one of those. Basically just killing all the dudes at this point so that it's easier to traverse. You dead. Probably a dude on this balcony. Look, there's a dude on the balcony. Twinkle tittle tight. Let's go. I recall correctly, I get 650 from Estus Flask. I was missing 648. So if I weren't using the Ring of Sacrifice when I died to Seath the first time, I would need to call the elevator here, and then I would need to go up into that room. Yeah, I'm gonna go up there. Why not? I would need to go up into that room where Seath no longer is. Seath is no longer in there, and go collect my bloodstain if I so desired. I don't think there's actually anything up here right now. Now that Seath has vacated. But if you continue Big Hat Logan's story, you let him out, you buy all of his stuff, and then he just sort of goes insane. He does show up here. What? Where is he? Oh. Turns out Seath is still here. Fun fact though. The only fog gate you can just leave through. Good to know. Seath is still here. That's slightly terrifying. Now you know. But yeah, you can just leave that fog gate, which I think is actually bad game design, especially the first time you fight him, because if you happen to notice that you can leave the fog gate, you might not realize that you need to die, because you actually have to die to progress. So you could very easily get into a position where you leave, and then you're like, well, I can't kill him there. I got to do something in Duke's Archives before I go fight him, which is wrong. Not what you need. These arrows hurt. Shit. Awesome. So now I know I need to stay on the 3rd floor. I do not need to go downstairs. I don't even rest at this bonfire. I never even lit it. It's funny. That's actually really interesting. It's set as my spawn point without me ever actually resting there. Because I never rested there, my Estus flasks were just gonna dwindle. So I don't know if you noticed, but when I respawned, I had 4. It's actually really interesting. The fact that that's possible. So yeah, there's this stupid walkway over here, and then you can just drop down into that walkway, and it gets you like the priest's head or something stupid. So I know I said before that these guys are really tenacious. I'm starting to get annoyed and bored of killing them. I'm just gonna run, and I am going to combustion this guy. He's just gonna die like a bitch. My bloodstain is probably right around this corner, if I had to guess. Yep. I very nearly got hit by that arrow. Almost doesn't count. They're not quite as tenacious as I remember them being. They did give up. So now I'm on the 4th floor of the Duke's Archive, which allows me to get to the elevator in the back room. So there's 2 rooms. Or not the elevator, the rotating stairs. So now that I'm up here, so when you rotate one set of stairs, you actually rotate both of them. So now that I'm up here, the stairs are pointing the wrong way, so I actually have to jump down. And then when you're a weak little pansy scrub, you need to. Occasionally, you will fail to kill him, and he'll just teleport to the other side. But what I really want to do is I want to be on the back left 3rd floor, which is where I'm at now. And then I can kill this guy. Throwing a fire orb at him. Or not. because he's actually fully capable of shooting at me while I'm down here, which is really annoying. So this this opens. Oh, you know, on the first floor there is the bonfire, but I just opened this